That's gross, man.
So there's no snot hanging down there?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen a hell of a lot worse.
Well, the thing is, yes, you be a welder or you're on a disc cutter all day long with no mask on. You don't have to come up with some stuff up the nose, you know.
Oh yeah.
It'd probably burn for hours if you could get enough of it to shove in a fire. So really black horrible stuff. But you know, I did a bit of car spraying and I packed that up straight away because I was coughing up all different colours. Every time I come home, I was coughing up. Holy Christ! I got the girly pigtails. I was coughing up different colours of whatever car I painted the day before. So I give that up because it's no good for you. That is quite hard to find, Vince, because there must be 352 of them.
There's a lot.
If you remember, I did say change your name because there's just too many of them. There's too many with the same name. You've got to be original or...
Found it.
You're having a fucking laugh.
No, found it.
I'll see you in 20 minutes then, because you'll be fucking sat there laughing your fucking bollocks off. Now, especially if you go to the sites he's talking about, it don't take long to be a detective and find out who he's talking about. You did start, the conversation was I believe, about our Cardiff friend, yeah?
I'm thinking maybe there's a couple channels, because this one, the videos are at least a month old. So is there new videos?
Yeah.
There's a different channel in this one.
This is recent. Anyhow, it was. We all felt sorry for the man, and it just backfired, and then the away team, as we call them, they felt sorry for him and took him on.
Yeah, because we're assholes, basically. Yeah.
That's right, and then they kicked him out, and then he went on down the line. He went on to somebody else's channel, and they kicked him out. Because of
I want to see this, but I can't. I'll have to get, who had the link to the channel? You or Jason?
Jason, because I was at Jason's talking about it. But
is he coming on today, or is he gone for the day?
Oh yeah, he sent me a message asking how I was, and that was it. I've never seen him since. So I think we should start banning people who come in late.
Mm-hmm.
And keep disappearing every fucking 2 minutes.
Especially those working fuckers.
You think I don't fucking work? Oh.
No, I didn't say that. You know, somebody told me a long time, oh, Vince, go get a job and you'll love it. You make lots of money and it'll be great. And oh my fucking God. Now, at 50 years old, I wish it was all over. Oh my
That's
God.
the one to ask is Ricky Dub, because Ricky Dub knows exactly what I'm talking about, and the man has got some really bad issues. You can feel sorry for him because he'll just spit in your face, you know. He just fucking laugh at you and tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
But
you're doing the draw at 2.5 hours in tonight, eh? You're doing it at 10:30.
10:30, you got a chance to you're going to do the numbered thingy.
Awesome.
And whoever wins it, get a chance of pulling a draw. If that draw is a lucky draw, they ought to run down a thing and get a lottery ticket. If it's the wrong,
15, you said?
Yeah. If it's the wrong draw, I'll take out number 15 for next week. So there'll only be 14 draws. The week after.
You know, when you talked to me about it, I said to you, it's just like Chase the Ace. Like they have Chase the Ace at the pub here at the different Legion. Do they have Chase the Ace there? Same thing?
No, because Lionel said it to it. We call it open the box.
Oh.
Same thing, because it can go on for weeks, can't it? It can go on for weeks.
For some reason, it ends up not ending until about Christmas time. I don't know why. At every place, it's like the fix is in. It's really weird.
Well, it's either a good entertainment manager that can, right? Because would I leave it in the same draw for next week, or would I take it out and change the draws?
Yeah.
So,
but there's one out in I don't know if he said it, but there's one out in the East Coast. I think the jackpot was somewhere around $1 million.
Never.
Yeah, it was huge. And we got one here in town about 25 kilometers away, and it usually gets up to $10,000 by the time it's done. And so they sell tickets. They sell tickets for your chance to be in the draw, and then they draw. And if your ticket gets chosen, you walk up to the table and you pick your card. But to win, it has to be the ace of clubs or whatever, the ace of spades or whatever it is.
Yeah, if we had like, I don't know if you ever saw the game Higher or Lower. You got like 4 rows of cards.
Yeah.
And they're facing the back.
Yeah.
You're seeing the back, but he turns the first one and say, let's say it's a 10, and then you got to say higher or lower down the line.
Oh, geez, that sounds fun. Yeah.
So if it's higher than a 10, yes, it's a jack. Is it lower than a jack? No, it's a king. So, and that was a good game. So
that does sound fun. Yeah. So if you get to the end of it, you win.
A lot of people did win. You had to get to the end of the row, and then you
way down.
Then you get a free go for the next row when you do 3 rows. If you've done the 3 rows, you're a very lucky person. But play your cards right, Sebastian says. Play your cards right, which was, if I remember, Bruce Forsyth's. But easy enough to make up stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm not saying all the committee should jump in and put something in one of these boxes. Because I don't want to go through that scenario of making you feel like you should do. You know what I mean, Harry? Which most of you would. Anyway.
I just got some good news on the telephone.
Well, get off the telephone.
No crabs.
No, I just got good news on the telephone.
Well,
in 2 weeks, I got to go through another colonoscopy.
Oh, fuck you, lucky devil.
And everything's good. 5 years. Don't talk to me for another 5 years.
I would take your place if I was over there. I love them. I just love them.
You're a sick man.
Don't forget people in the chat room. I'll just jump back in the chat room because there's 14 viewers now. If you don't want to stay here, you don't have to stay here. You can just get a number and come back in at 10:30. The number's being going to be called at 10:30, but if you're not in here at 10:30, Vince is going to press a button for another number. So that number then will be voided. All right, now that's as fair as I can fucking be in it. Be honest. Fucking hell, it cost me a fortune.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. So, yeah, it's obviously, Vince, you'd have to see about that video. I could go back in my history, but I watch something like 900 videos a day, so to go back through my history to find out one video, which I sat a bit laughed my head off at. I'm only now getting, I'm getting 1 thumbs down instead of 4. So we always believed we knew who the 4 was.
Yeah, but we don't know who the 1 is.
The 1 is English, not an Indian. The Indians leave me alone now. I was, funny enough, I was going to wear a turban tonight and just to say, okay, my lovely friends.
So you had a lot of political talks, and you're getting along with the Indians okay now, and you had
they're fucking great. Listen, I've always praised them.
Yeah,
I love their food. If I could make a fucking saucepan, a complete set in 25 minutes, I'd be chuffed, but I can't do it. But them things go on your head, them the Roman helmet I wanted to make.
Oh yeah.
Right, go on eBay, like that. The Roman one, with all the things.
Yeah.
120 quid.
Yeah.
Go to India, £2.50.
£2.50. Oh my God.
No, you can't beat that.
I saw the other day at you have Princess Auto, Lyle? You have Princess Auto over there? I saw at the Princess Auto, which is a discount hardware tool store here in Canada, Rob. I saw there they had a doghouse, just a freaking beautiful looking doghouse for about a medium-sized dog. The thing was $18. I thought, who the fuck can make a dog? Who can build a doghouse for $18? I can't build a doghouse for $18. This thing was beautiful. It was roofed like with composite shingles and like really nice dog house. Can't believe it. They're killing us.
Was it a timeshare or?
Yeah, the one dog comes in for a week, and then you send it to your neighbor's place, and then
Well,
you have to pay fees, all sorts of stuff.
You got to admit, it was a good question.
that video I've been sending around about them Japanese lovely people who's torching a dog.
Those Japanese plasma cutters.
And he's torching a dog with oxycetine.
Oh, I saw that. That was fucking horrible.
Well, there's another one on there now, even fucking worse. Not the same people, but the same area. I believe it's Japan or some fucking way. I can't.
What is wrong with people?
I say China because the fuckers owe me a fucking plasma cutter. So
yeah, me too.
I better not say China. I better say Japan. And they're burning this, and he got the fucking oxycetine in the dog's mouth, the bastard.
You're kidding. Jesus.
And the dog is squealing. And I could only say if I was stood anywhere near that sort of fucking thing, I would fucking burn that man. I would burn him bad. Because that poor fucking dog is squealing like, and you got one fucker holding him. You got one fucker holding him with a chain, and you got the other twat with a blowtorch.
You want to see someone just walk up and shoot the guy right in the fucking head, right there. Just shoot him fucking dead. At that point, you might as well shoot the dog because the dog's suffering, but it's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, why don't he kill it for, all right, everybody eats everything, but who the fucking hell stood there with a camcorder?
Exactly.
Kill him as well. I'd fucking kill him as well.
Fucking horrible.
Killing. Sorry, YouTube. It was a real bad video about some bastards burning dogs.
Yeah.
Wait there, I got to answer it. There you are, Rick.
Ricky, I was looking, I see Ricky blew through another, what was that, a Makita or is that a Bosch angle grinder? It looks like he blew up another one, eh?
Ricky got out, guys, so don't talk to him. He's wearing sunglasses, he can't hear you. If you would have told us earlier, we would have all donned our sunglasses as a sign of respect. Have you got the tea bag on your eyeball? You used to like lay down and put 2 tea bags on your eyeballs and just fucking lay there and take it like a man, But,
oh, he's got some archive, does he?
Yeah, Ricky's archive.
Silly bastard. He should know better by now.
Apparently, he only had one flash, but he's had one flash that fucking got him good.
Just one? That's it? Nah, he doesn't have archive then. He's complaining for no reason.
You can give Premiere Pro a go, Rick. It's quite a good package, mate. Once you get
lots of times I don't even close my eyes. I just hide the flash behind the nozzle and I weld like that. As long as I'm wearing glasses that'll keep the UV away, I just hide behind the nozzle.
We said it earlier. If you because somebody said, "Rob, are you ever going to wear a mask?" And I said the thing is tacking. I never wear a mask on tacking. No. But I said if you look at the flash, you'll never see my face light up because my hand is in the way or some fucking thing is in the way of my eyes. Yeah. I'm not actually looking. You don't have to look at.
You always have coverage, so to speak.
Yeah. You don't know where it is. I'm going to try Flamora. It's all right. It's a good learning package, Flamora. I'm going to be honest. I use Vegas, Premiere Pro, and sometimes After Effects, which is what apparently Star Wars was done with After Effects and Premiere Pro. So I'm not near their standards yet, but I don't think I got their sort of power.
Just to know.
Look at here's a tune. Right, guys, I gotta fire off for a bit. Dad's taxi is being called. Well, big boy, all I can say is hopefully you're back at that past 10, mate, which is exactly hour and 15. You do, Paul. You do, Paul. You do. Paul Frederick. Hello, Paul. How's it going, Mikey? How's it going? I haven't seen you for a long time. Hello, Paul. Big Boy's just popping out. He's going to be the man taxi. We all went through that stage. Okay, Big Boy, come back. Oh, Karen, Big Boy. I'll be back. One tack.
Is Jason going to be here tonight?
I don't know. I'm disappointed with this turnout we're having because apparently other people are having the same problems with people not turning up. People turning up late. People turning up when they want to, and it puts the team to waste. So perhaps we should do raffles at who comes on live next week. Denzel, we was talking about you the other day, and Jason said, "What happened to Denzel?" I said, "Oh, Denzel changed his name. He's not the Destroyer now. He's Denzel, who now all of a sudden is Denzel the Destroyer."
Back to Destroyer again.
He said, "No, Denzel's gone. He's gone." I said, "No, he's out there somewhere." So obviously Denzel's out there somewhere. He's just come back. Captain Jerk is throwing tomatoes. Ricky saying, "Yeah, I changed the darkness depending on what I'm welding." I don't give a toot. I honest to God, I went around the corner here and there was somebody who used to work for me years ago, Paul and Alan. I said, "What are you doing, lads?" He said, "Oh, welding the car." I said, "Where's your shield?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, they smashed the screen. Remember the glass ones, not what we got now." Yeah. They smashed the screen, and he was hiding behind a 1-inch square of darkened glass, right? And not only that, Paul was welding, but Alan was over the shoulder watching it through this 1-inch square, holding it with his fingers like this.
A little piece of glass.
A 1-inch like this, welding, and boy, did they suffer! Did they suffer for it?
I guess.
So yeah, brilliant. So as I said,
it's not the flash. It's not the flash that gives you the archive. It's that UV, whatever, A or B, that fucking burns you like a sunburn on your eyeballs. It's not like the flash gives you momentary blindness, but it's not the flash that hurts.
We've all been doing it long enough to know, it's going to hurt. And once you've had archive, once you say to yourself, "I'm not going to get that again. I do not want that again."
You know what? If I wear polarized glasses while I'm welding, I can weld for hours just hiding behind the nozzle or my hand and not have a problem. But if I'm not wearing polarized glasses, it doesn't shield me from the UV rays at all, so I can't weld like that.
It was once said if you had a sheet of glass, if you were stood in the kitchen watching me welding out the back, you wouldn't get archive.
No, you wouldn't. No, you'd get flash blindness, but you wouldn't get archive.
No. My old master's 3-to-1 cut down for carry.
I've had it a few times. I don't really care to have it again.
I've had it once all my life, and I was about 18 as a young apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobius. And as I said, I've probably said the story before. The boss of the works come to the house.
You're telling me, yeah.
He knocked the fucking door. The boss, and back in them days when I was 18, which was like a long time ago. You never saw the boss. You didn't know who the boss was.
Yeah, no.
And he came knocking the door and he said, "Ma'am, answer the door. I want to see your son." She said, "Oh, he's upstairs in the bedroom." The fuck, he come upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, he came upstairs, opened the door, and he said, "You all right?" And I said, because I had no intentions of ever going back again to be a welder. Yeah. He said, "Don't worry about it. We've all had it. Get your ass back to work tomorrow."
Yeah,
and I did, and fair dues. I stuck at it ever since. But
you felt okay the next day, no problem.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I had the ice cubes, tea bags. You name it, you poured it in your eye to try and get rid of it. There was all sorts of Indian notions what you could do to get rid of archive, but none of them fucking worked. You had to sit there and fucking bin and grade it, didn't you? You sat there on the chair, and you just had to. You
just have to suffer through and wait. Just suffer and wait till it's gone. Nothing you can do.
Have you ever never had it, Lyle?
No.
Well,
Not a welder.
go down the beach, dry sand, and just fucking lumber it in your eyeballs with your eyelids wide open,
Yeah.
right? Get your eyes, lob it in your eyeballs, and then shut your eyes, and stay like that for about 10 hours.
Yeah, it's painful.
That's what arc eye is.
You can get the same thing, Lionel. Like the Inuit would wear the glasses with the little slits in them to stop the UV from reflecting, and then they were getting the same thing. They would get arc eye, but it was from the sun coming off the UV or whatever coming off the sun, and they would have the same thing. Like just eyes and headache and terrible.
Oh yeah, like on a real bright day, real sunny day.
Yeah.
The way the sun strobes off the snow.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like, but I've never had it.
You can get it pretty severe, and if you get arc eye, it's severe, but you can get the same thing from snow blindness stuff. Same thing. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same UV that's coming off that's damaging your eyes. It's the same.
Yeah. Exactly.
Plus, it stops you masturbating.
It does. Yeah. For one day.
Yeah.
It's like the old joke, eh? Two guys walk into the bathroom to jerk off. One's got glasses and one doesn't. Who's coming out first?
Who's coming out first?
Well, the guy without the glasses. He's going to finish first because the guy with the glasses, he's doing this, right?
Oh, Lionel. What's that shirt you got on there, Lionel? I see all the territories.
Like
Manitoba's second, I see.
You like that? Got all the provinces, got all the towns.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Rob made a noise there and it went away.
Alberta at the top, British Columbia at the bottom.
What are they doing up there?
No. What's Alberta doing at the top?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Manitoba should be up there. And why is Manitoba so small?
Have you seen the new commercial there? Well, I don't know if it's new there. I've been seeing it a lot during the hockey about stealing Canadian identity.
No.
Oh, fucking! I love it. I love it. This American guy wants to come up here and steal a Canadian's identity, right?
Yeah.
So he's sitting on top of an animal that's instinctually Canadian, right?
Yeah.
So he says, well, I know how to steal a Canadian's identity. And he holds up a jug of maple syrup. He goes, tree sauce.
Tree sauce.
And then he's holding a hockey stick. He goes, a good game of sticky punchy.
Is he sitting on a moose? Have I seen this one?
Yeah, and he goes, and antler cows.
Yeah, I've seen that too. It's kind of funny, yeah.
I'm actually Kyle from Manitoba.
Yeah, I saw that one. Fuck me. Did you watch the hockey on the weekend? Did you watch the Jets get kicked?
A little bit. What's my Bruins route of it, eh?
You don't really. It's not so much fun.
No, I'm a Bruins fan, eh?
Yeah.
I'll watch the final.
But at least, there was a Canadian team in it for a little while, at least. Jets held on for a bit, but
yeah.
What do you think?
I'm gonna have a video on this. I'm gonna have a video on this tomorrow. I'm doing. I always do a giveaway Canada Day.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. I put my contacts out there for 3 people in the States to make me something for Canada Day.
Right.
Right. So John Sellers made me a little pure silver goalie stick.
That's freaking cool. I love that. That's great.
Along with some other stuff, but I'll have a video up tomorrow showing you everything that he made.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, little pure silver goalie stick. Says Canada on it there,
That's great. Nice. Really cool.
He even put a curve to it. I don't know if you can see that.
Did too, eh? Yeah, look at that.
He put a curve on it.
But how would he know that?
Well, I asked him to do it. He says, I'm American from South Carolina. He says, I don't think I've ever even seen a hockey game. We got a team, but
how would he know
he tried to do it, but the first one looked like a golf putter.
Oh, it did, eh? Yeah.
I said, well, you got to try that again. So then he tried it, And then he made this part a little bit wider. So I said, well, keep it like that. Shave down this side, make it look like a goalie stick.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and so I think he did a good job. I think he did a good job.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat.
So
good job.
He always impresses me, John.
Yeah, that is nice. That's neat.
So now we're just waiting on Captain Jerk.
Oh my God,
Captain Jerk's making me something for the giveaway too, and then we're all set.
Ricky sent me a picture. He's only got arc eye in one eye. He's not so bad. He's only got one fucked up eye. Poor Ricky. Yeah, that's a dirty one. Yeah, you'll be okay by in a couple of days.
Oh yes, oh yes. And you can see where he's been rubbing it, and you can see where
he's been just fucking working it, trying to get it fixed, but it won't work out.
You gotta just keep your hands away, keep everything away, and just sit and fucking take it.
See, there was a welding class in my high school.
Yeah.
Okay, and the teacher's name was Mr. Charlebois.
Yeah.
Okay, and I took one welding class. Went into the classroom, sat down. There's about maybe 20, 25 of us. But halfway through the class, he picked up a desk and he threw it at one of the kids. I never walked back into that classroom. Fuck this. I don't need to learn how to weld that bad.
I guess you're a little bit smaller then, eh? You weren't the same size as you are now?
Well, in high school, you know, you don't know anything, you know?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just freaked out, huh?
I think everyone's had a teacher like that. Maybe not anymore, but you know, back years ago, everyone had a teacher that was just horrifically fucking violent. That you just couldn't believe it, right? It was just like, holy God. Yeah.
Well, considering that, like, essentially they could actually blow the school up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, excuse me, you're doing that wrong was not part of his vocabulary.
No. It was more like, what in the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. And the sheet metal teacher, Mr. Hackett, he was always folding sheet metal into a car fender.
Into a car fender?
Either the front quarter panel or the rear quarter panel.
Yeah.
All the time. He was always working on making a fender of some kind. Okay.
That's all he was ever doing.
Well, because he was a drunk.
Oh.
And he was always putting dents in his car.
Yeah. It seemed like every shop teacher
he would make the fender and then he would give it to the kids in the auto body class to put on his car.
That's funny. It seemed like every shop teacher I ever had was always missing like a couple fingers or missing the lower part of their arm or something.
Mr. Khalil.
Yeah. They were always missing parts of their body. And then they say, fuck it, I can't work in the industry anymore. I'm going to be a shop teacher. Fuck this. And that's how it worked out.
That's why I love the show Mr. D.
Did you see the egg I made?
The what?
Egg.
No.
Not cooking, the metal one. On my last video, I think I actually showed
the Fabergé egg.
I showed a pizza and I showed my egg as well.
A Fabergé egg.
No. It was a fried egg. A metal one.
An egg?
I was making a breakfast out of the steel, slowly.
Well, you made the pizza slice, now you're making breakfast?
Yeah, I'm making an egg to go with the pizza. And then I was going to do that's why I had the juggler out. I was going to do a slice of bacon or two.
Where did that bead roller go that you showed the other day? Where is that now?
I took it over the works to tidy it up, clean it up. I repainted it.
That one works nice.
It all works back and forth now, nice. Yeah.
That one works really nice. Did you make that one?
Yeah.
That one works really slick. Just with hand pressure, eh?
The better one I give to I give to Lionel The better one I give to
The
Michael,
electric one.
which was better than that one. But
The electric one.
yeah, another electric one. Yeah, he said he couldn't.
But the one the other day, the other day wasn't electric, was it? You just hand shot it back and forth.
I've just arrived at Oxford. This is Jason.
Is that Jason?
He's not even in the same fucking country. He's gone down the coast to fucking Oxford fucking Bay.
What's he doing down there?
Well, he's camping and fucking showing off his muscles on the beach.
It's only Thursday.
Fuck you know, he didn't tell me nothing about this. See, I could have got a tent and a sleeping bag.
Doesn't this guy work anymore, or what? He doesn't work anymore. He just sent me a picture. He says at the beach.
Well, I went with him to work. I done a video of him working. I helped him put up a set of gates, and I was going to do an advertising video for him. You know, because fair dues. It was a nice set of gates. They worked properly. They did what they had to do. The people was happy, but I had a camera in my hand all the time, like I usually have. But you know, fair enough. He's fucked off on a left me here again on my fucking own. You know.
That is a nice van. He's got a kayak on the roof or something.
Well, he's sending you all fucking pictures. He's not sending me fuck off, see?
He didn't send you a picture? Oh, my God. Jesus.
This is it, isn't it? This is called friendship. You fucking send you fucking nothing, man. Works me like a dog. Does my fucking neck in. Does my back in. And then he fucks off down the fucking coast. They call him tin binders. They call him fucking peaky blinders.
He's got that van looking pretty good. I like that van.
Blood everywhere. Yeah, Denzel. Denzel, pop over to Oxford. Jason's down there with his camper and his missus. Just pop over and said, Rob said you're a fucker. Oh yeah, he's just sent me a picture now. No, Vince sent me a picture. Since Vince is sending me a picture of fucking. I'm not capped, then it should be. You guys cut this chest up with a thing. So. Oh, fucking hell. I hear ya. I know I'm a fucker, lol. You didn't tell me you was fucking flying off down the fucking coast. I could have come with you. I got a hot water bottle. I can surf on my hot water bottle as well. So anyway, next week we're gonna have to start banning people, I'm afraid, because you know we're getting late people in. We're getting like people not even fucking turning up. People going on holidays all over the fucking place, and then you're all thinking, oh, Rob will be here, old fucking Muggins will be sat there next fucking week.
What is this shit that he's drinking? It looks terrible.
Jeez, Rob. You what Denzel said. Denzel telling me he's the fucker. It's not kidney, it's fucking neck stress, lifting garage doors and gates and fucking stuff out of his skip.
Meningitis, man, John, that's terrible. That's pretty serious.
It's raining here, Chase. I hope it's fucking pissing down as well.
Who's got meningitis?
Who said that? John Dickinson said he had meningitis.
Like, me and John Dickinson is going on holiday next year to fucking get her, because I've never had a holiday. John, never in my fucking life. Never had to have this little.
That's
weekend.
dangerous on meningitis.
I never had to sneak off the weekend. No, I gotta sneak off. I gotta have a rest from work. It's so fucking hard, all this work. It's tedious. It's getting to me. None of that shit. I work fucking 7, fucking 8, 9 weeks fucking non-stop. I used to come home from the weekends. Every month I come home for the weekend just to see Cheryl and the kids.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I didn't come home at all. And I come back and he was like 18 and 19. And they said, "Who the fuck are you?" And I said, "I'm your father, Luke." Oh yeah.
No, I guess Jason's in the chat room right now. I see.
Don't talk to him. Ignore him. Ban him. Oh wait, I'll take the spanner off him now.
He starts working for himself.
Put him in a friendly box, Vince.
He starts working for himself, and all of a sudden he only has to work 2 or 3 days a week. Apparently.
Oh.
The comment.
He reinvented the wheel, and he can retire now.
See, we got Wayne feeling guilty now because he's not here and he's on holiday. Vince come home late.
I'm often late.
The thing is, they was talking about this on the other channel earlier about our beloved one of our beloved ex-friends. Turns up when he wants to, wanders in, has to scroll around, drinks the fucking lager, and fucks up. So you know, I don't fucking blame him. Perhaps I should go to their channel, see if they'd have me. Open arms. Yeah.
Have you ever just sat behind the curtain, like in the chat room, and just watched it and not comment?
No.
It's hard.
I gotta be honest,
You know, be that Welsh fly on the wall, so to speak.
I got so many people what is still friends and whatever. If there's anything said about me, that it usually comes up in my Facebook saying, "Fuck me, Rob, you want to go and see that? He called you a right fucking twat." And then obviously I'll pop in, but they'll give me the time. Or is exactly like 21:37. He called you a right twat, ugly fucker. Your mother stinks, etc., etc. So then I will go and have a look exactly what was said. But apart from that, honest to God, I haven't got time for it.
No.
Life is too short. It's honest. Days are gone before you even fucking wake up. My lifetime, honest to God, is editing. I'm addicted to editing. And I would sit here all day, every day, just editing. I'm happy to do that. If you wanted to send me your films, I would sit here and edit them for you. They'd come out very sort of stylish, which you probably ate before. And I'd have to put some swear words in there for you.
Probably.
I'd have to dub them in like when you. Now that thing no. Funny enough, Vince called me a dirty bugger or something like that on my last video. Now I blurred you out. I blurred the picture out, but I made it look like it was you doing the singing.
Oh yeah, I noticed you changed the music.
Right. Now you understand because you was giving it. All right, bang. All right, bang. So I thought. Well, I can use that song, obviously, copyright-wise, so I'll blur you out so nobody knows who you are. And I'll bring in a song, copyright-free, of somebody singing something stupid, which he was. And then John Sellers came on. He said, "Rob, what was that bit? What was that bit on the end?" And I said, "That's an intro." I said, "Can you tell?"
Looks like he got his ears over, dude.
Can you tell by Baggett comment? Well, there's a beach there with a lot of cars on it. Is that Isle of Man, obviously? What a fucking dump.
Look at these guys. They're all on vacation for crying out loud.
Every fucker's going without me. You know,
just think of the data and the roaming charges that are going to be hitting them there.
Oh, be good ones too.
Wayne could have said, "Rob, I'll pop down and get you. I'm going over to Isle of Man for a weekend." Yeah, I'll be ready. I'll sit on the front waiting. Same as I did for fucking Jason.
Is that the ocean out there, Wayne? I guess it is the ocean, yeah.
Well, I don't know about an ocean, but yeah. Bit damp in Pine Brookshire tonight as well, Jace. Is Jason still in, is he? What time is it? Make sure we're on because you know, 10:30. All right, you two lads. You make sure 10:30 is going. Okay. Because I'm going to lose my plot.
Isle of Man. Isle of Man's a fuck of a long way from Cardiff.
Oh.
But did he bring his couch with him too?
Jeez.
Well, Jason missed all the videos about the snot fucking fella with the snot coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
And Jason knows exactly what we're talking about. And you should have a laptop on in the fucking
It's a
camera.
body of water of some kind, but I don't know if it's the ocean.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which way he looks like he's probably pointing south or west there because it's kind of bright. So let me think.
Isle of Man is up off the top of Ireland. Great place. They do that's where they do the motorbike racing. Lovely island. Never been there. Don't want to go there ever. Not even if you ask me.
Not even if the trip was free.
No, I don't want to go. Fuck you. I'll stay here in Wales, in Newport, the fucking saddest fucking town in the world.
Where did he say he was going on? Where is he staying on the Isle of Man? Don't know what he said. I think he's probably over in Port Erin or Castletown or something like that, maybe.
I don't know. There's a good prison on there, so he might be in the prison.
Is there a prison there?
Yeah, he's got his hand out his cell window, eh?
Yeah, he's trying to show off that he's actually in a cell, but that's all a prison. What do they call them? The guards. That is. That's all where the guards are.
That's a beautiful place. Look how they have that one light working there. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Absolutely.
Captain, been to the Isle of Wight? I've been to the Isle of Wight because there was a pop festival. If you remember, Jimi Hendrix, one of the last Jimi Hendrix venues was the Isle of Wight back in 1970. Off the top of my head, 1976-ish. I went to see Jimi Hendrix. Only Jimi Hendrix. They had a lot of other people there. They had fucking.
Well, couldn't be 76.
Timbuk Taylor was one of them. Not Timbuk fucking Taylor. Tiptoe through the tulips. Who's that?
Rob, you said 76. It couldn't be 76. It had to be 66.
I don't know. I was young. I was 24. I think 25.
Well, didn't he die in 71?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't there. Jimmy died in 72. So yeah.
How could you have seen him in 76? Had to have been 66.
Nah, well, you don't know. See, I got psychic powers. Let's say it was 60 something, was it?
Yeah.
Anybody know what the Isle of Wight Pop Festival was? I was there. I got fucking videos of it. I was up on the hill watching. I was on the inside.
That wasn't the one that the Stones had the problem there, right?
Oh, those
They tried to turn it into a Woodstock, but didn't have a fucking chance. I mean, Woodstock was obviously memories forever and ever, wasn't it, Woodstock? Isle of Wight was a shit in the pan. I remember going to the toilets, and the men and women was in the same toilets, and there was men in there holding their women's hands while he was having a dump. And I thought, what's that all about? You know, I'm only 20.
About how old were you?
I was about 20 something. It was a fluke. I was at the pub having a bevy, me and Ronnie. And my brother walked in. He said, come on, Rob. I said, what do you want, bro? He said, come on, let's fuck off. I said, where? He said, let's fuck off Isle of Wight. I said, you're fucking joking. It's a million miles away. In a Mini. We went there in a Mini. Well, we got there too late. And the ferry was shut down. So we had to talk to a few locals. And they said, go down the pub down there. Go in a pub and ask some of the boatmen to give you a lift across to Isle of Wight. And we went in this pub at fair dues. Anybody in here give us a thing across to the thing? Yeah, I'll fucking do that. Fucking hell, it was fucking like this.
Yeah.
It was fucking like that.
That's big water.
With drug heads.
That's what you call big water.
Oh, we were drug heads. We didn't know which way was fucking left and right. And fair, he got us over there. And then we had to walk the rest of the distance to the Isle of Wight, to the festival grounds. Fuck, you know. But yeah, they tried to turn it into a Woodstock.
Nothing like being in big water on a small boat on a windy day. Oh, man.
Neil said Isle of Wight was 1970, and that, you know, I'm sure it was Niall Hendrix's last fucking gig, you know, because it was when. Who was the fucking tiptoe through the tulips, fella? Come on, tiptoe to the tulips.
Tiny Tim, or Tiny Tom, or whatever.
Tiny Tim, the fella that Jason loves. Tiny Tim, he was there with his little.
Yeah, big fat guy with long hair.
He walked down with a carrier bag with a Union Jack, and in the Union, he had this little ukulele, and then he picked up tiptoe through the. Yep, I remember it well. I can tell you a lot of stories about Isle of Wight. I don't want to go into it, but there's a lot of stories about that place, and we had a good time. But it was Jimi Hendrix. It's all I went for, all them years ago.
All those years ago.
I mean, he just blew guitar in a way, didn't he, Jimi Hendrix? Because nobody ever seen anything like that before in their lifetimes. What's his name? Pete Townsend, and you ever fucking twerk? Was scared of him because he just blew him away. I can't follow that. Of course you can't fucking follow that. Nobody could follow that because he was the man. But okay, that's enough about Jimi Hendrix. Paul, can you number 14? Is that how many numbers we got, Karen? It's 14 so far.
14, huh?
And there's 16 viewers. I'm hoping a few comes back later. It was just it was a thought of something to do with this box, because we got this lovely box here with 15 numbers on, and we thought, let's give something away. What if they say, Robert Nurden, if you can remember if you weren't there? If you can remember if you weren't there.
Yeah, there's an old, I think what he's trying to say, there's an old saying that the ones that say, yeah, I remember I was at Woodstock. Well, if you remember you were at Woodstock, you never were there.
Well, that's cool. The only thing I remember, right, there was 3 things I remember. I'll just do 2. Mitch, we had a tent on a hill. There was a big hill on the side of this because we wasn't inside, we was outside. We were rafters, we were shit. So we camped up on this hill with another 600,000 people. And we camped up on this hill. And then Mitch sat outside the tent and he's saying, Rob. And I said, what, Rob. And I said, for fuck's sake, Mitch, what's wrong? He said, a woman just walked past in the nude. I said, you're fucking having a laugh. He said, no, literally in the nude. So then Mitch disappears and he comes back with a tobacco tin. Inside the tobacco tin was a black fucking Mars bar block. And he said, what's this, Rob? And I said, what the fuck is that? I knew exactly what that was, man. That was the fucking blackest piece of fucking shit you've ever saw, right? So obviously we made joints instantly. And we done this joint. Remember the licorice papers you can get for smoking? Well, we done a licorice white. So we had a joint about maybe a foot long, right? So you smoked the white one, pass it on to whoever smoked the licorice, pass it on whoever smoked the white, pass it on, and so on. Fuck, we were stoned, fucking bollock, fucking gone, fucking crazy. We woke up in the morning. We was on the bottom of the hill, sleeping bags. The tent was on the fucking top. So we must have wiggled our way all the way through the fucking people, all the way down the fucking mountain.
Where did this huge piece of hash come from?
But it was fucking good stuff. Fucking good stuff. Because weed's not the same now, is it? They've changed weed into have a grinder and you grind it to smoke it. Years ago, you had to stick a pin in it and light it with a lighter, and then you crumble it into your joint, didn't you? Am I right, people? Andrew Smith, you crumble it into your cigarette paper, But now it's like a grinding thing. Nah, not the same. Not the same. It's not shit like it used to be. Moroccan black, Bob. Moroccan. It was like a fucking Masbat. Absolutely the size of a Masbat. Is this kid found, and you go, what the fuck is this? It's fucking hell. There's enough that last us fucking 3 weeks. Resin, not grass. Yeah.
I was just thinking of all these famous writings that people have found, people have seen on the sides of, like for instance, this one, Clapton is God.
Clapton. Well, Clapton played with Hendrix, and Hendrix was in the crowd, and Hendrix's manager went up on stage and said, "Oh, any chance of Jimmy coming up to join you?"
Yeah.
And Clapton said, "Well, who the fuck is Jimmy?" And he said, "No, Jimi Hendrix just come across from America. Any chance he can come up?" And Jimmy went up and fucking literally fucking tore the fucking asshole right out of him.
Yeah.
And Clapton went out to changing rooms, and he was fucking screaming fucking blue fucking murder about it because he showed him up fucking wickedly.
Well, and then they went on to who was? Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking about Jimmy. I was thinking about Dwayne Allman. Go on, sorry. Yeah.
Everybody, because he used to play in a backing band years and years ago.
Yeah.
Really, he was limited to what he could play, but he just kept pushing it, and they eventually said "fuck off." And right place, right time. Who actually found him? Well-known fella found him and said, "You want to come over to England?" And that was it. That was he. He was made for fucking ever and ever until back in them days. I suppose drugs and all that was quite normal. So that's what fucking Chaz Chandler. Fucking Paul was on a fucking ball there. Chaz Chandler found him. It was like, what's her name? Here's a question for you. What's her name? Katie Bush. You know who found her? Katie fucking Bush.
Who?
You know Katie Bush. Gorgeous looking woman, but fucking strange.
Yeah, she was weird, eh?
She was weird.
Kate Bush.
She'd give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a.
She was like an 80s version of Yoko Ono.
Yeah, but great songs at the time. But yeah, she was found by somebody and said, "Yeah, I'll make you a fucking star as soon as you open your legs." I don't know why. It must have been going on, innit? It must have been going on.
So what you're saying is Katie Bush was the Pia Zadora of music.
The thing is, they was young and
Vince is looking at me. Who the fuck's Pia Zadora?
No, I know who Pia Zadora is.
I was back in the Isle of Wight days when I actually played guitar. Kate Bush, not Katie. David Gilmour.
Best guitarist I ever saw in my lifetime was Stevie Ray Vaughan.
They'd all bend for you if you promised you could make them famous. Obviously, you're going to bend, isn't you? X-rays. See, you would. When I used to bend for Tom Jones, so I could look like him. Don't you hate it when they go quiet?
Tom Jones. I can't remember who mentioned it. I think it was Paul had said something about somebody had written on a flagpole with a pencil about Jimi Hendrix when he died. And apparently, it's still written on that flagpole today. But I mean, these things exist, right? For instance, Clapton is God. Or there was another one with Dwayne Allman. It says I can't remember what highway it is, but there's a dedication, like scratched in or spray painted on the stone. It says "Remember Dwayne Allman," for instance. So there must be lots of these types of things around where these kind of memorials, these fan-based memorials, been kind of hanging around for years and years, right? Kind of interesting, I thought.
The thing is, what do you think Jimi Hendrix would be doing now if he was still alive?
Well, that's just it. you know, most artists, they get to a point and they are not really productive anymore. They just kind of hang on, and they're like Peter Frampton, and they come back and they do their anniversary tours and they make some money, and that's it. So
I mean,
is that what would happen? I don't know.
Gary Moore, fucking hell, man, he was absolutely fucking brilliant.
Gary Moore was amazing guitar player.
Somebody asked before they could. There was a lot of because they all like sort of said, well, why don't I be the lead singer? I can sing as well as play guitar. And Gary Moore was one of them because he wasn't a singer, was he?
He was not a singer. No, terrible.
There was a lot of them decided. Hendrix always swore that he was the worst singer in the fucking world.
Yeah,
he was a terrible fucking singer. You know, I'll second that. And there was a lot of them. What's his name?
And Mick Jagger has a good voice.
Well, yeah.
Frampton he wasn't a singer, but he started singing. You know, look at that. I said Frampton, and out comes his name. And well, fucking nobody could sing. Was Bob Dylan a singer or what?
Another one, Bob Dylan. You know, he could write lyrics though.
Yeah, he was. I like Bob. You know, the one with the brass bed knobs or something. That was a great song. Gary Moore, Phil. Oh fucking hell, Phil. What a fucking bass player Phil was.
Oh, Phil Lynott, yeah. Yeah, Gary Moore's Parisian Walkways. Holy cow! Talk about a performance, or even, you know, where he does covers like Stormy Monday or Red House. God, the guy just destroys the guitar. It's just amazing to watch him play, or even just to listen to him play.
Well, I think if Jimmy was still alive, he would have joined the George Harrison band. What was that called? The Wandering
Traveling Wilburys. You think so?
Traveling Wilburys.
He was absolutely fantastic.
Who's left?
I reckon Hendrix would have been
Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, George Harrison, Roy Orbison,
Jeff Lynne,
and Jeff Lynne from ELO.
Jeff Lynne.
George said he asked Orbison to join, and Orbison instantly said yes, no problem at all, mate.
Oh yeah.
And he said as soon as Orbison opened his mouth singing wise, he said they all fucking just stood there. How the fuck can you follow that?
He could hit notes no one could.
Hell, that man had power and a half down his
and hold them cleanly.
Who was the first one to die? I think it was Orbison, right? He was the first one.
He was the first one to go.
Yeah, he was on their way over to do the next album. Only he died,
and then
they dropped off. They dropped. Was it 3 of them gone now, or 2 of them? 3 of them?
Well, there's only 2 left. There's Jeff Lynne and Bob Dylan, right?
Is that the Electric Light Orchestra?
Dylan wasn't in Wilburys.
Right, Electric Light ELO, yeah.
Bob Dylan wasn't in the Traveling Wilburys.
Was he? Was?
No.
He fucking was.
I thought he was.
He fucking was.
Tom Petty, George Harrison.
Yep.
Roy Orbison.
Yep.
Jeff Lynne.
Yeah.
And Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan.
Was it Dylan?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's Dylan.
Dylan had his little old rough voice. I'm telling you, I'm a professional Wilbury fucking fanatic. I love the fuckers.
Well, it's all right.
Well, it's all
The reason why I don't remember Dylan being in that band because Tom Petty more or less had that same sound.
Exactly. That's why.
And the reason why Harrison brought in Roy Orbison was to hit those high notes.
Yeah. So why the fuck did they bring in Dylan?
Jeff Lynne was the closest one, but Jeff Lynne couldn't get up there.
He was another one, wasn't he? George Harrison always said he couldn't sing, and yet some of his songs, you know, he yelled a bit of a tune there. Hello,
what's that Hare Krishna song he did or whatever?
When my guitar weeps was
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
And when we were fab, back in the days we were fab.
Mm-hmm.
And can you sing, lads? I can sing for breakfast. I mean, do you think Dylan could go on the X Factor and get through stage 1 hour.
Not a chance in hell. Never.
Dancing out a day.
No.
And when you read the Dylan story, he fought for his place